15 Rare and Beautiful Sights in Nature. Number 15. Fire Whirl. Sometimes we see rare and visually fantastic sights around our planet. Sometimes they are beautiful and glorious, and sometimes they are destructive and dangerous. The fire whirl is one that is very dangerous. Essentially, it is a whirlwind or tornado that was either caused by a fire or it passed over a fire. In either case, this causes a whirling pillar of fire which has the capability to destroy homes and the ecosystems of the world. Despite their destructive nature, they are exceptionally beautiful phenomenon that has a well-deserved place on this list. Number 14. Lapland, Finland. In the region of Finland known as Lapland, these strange snowy pillars appear in the vast snowlands. At first glance, they look very alien and odd. However, they are very far from a strange occurrence. No, they are actually trees. In this region of Finland, the snow comes down so harsh and in such a density that you get these as a result. They look like clouds forming out of the snow and have a particular beauty about them in this frozen wasteland. Number 13. Fall streak hole. A fall streak hole is a rare occurrence in nature, and it is a result of a rare occurrence in chemistry. It happens when the water in the clouds is in a supercooled state, meaning it is ready to freeze. However, it cannot freeze due to the lack of ice nucleation in the air. This causes the center of the clouds to evaporate out, leaving a hole and a pillar-like formation that looks as if a cloud is punching the sky. Number 12. Columnar basalt. This is actually quite a common occurrence in nature, but it is a very beautiful and unique in appearance. Basalt is a very common mineral found on our Earth, and when it is found in large quantities, it forms into a strange-looking columnar shape. It is a strange area in nature where the natural formation comes out partially symmetrical. Symmetry in nature is an exceptionally rare thing, and only a few things can cause it. The growth of basalt over the years is one of them. Number 11. Waterspouts. Waterspouts are very similar to fire whirls, but instead of fire, these are made of water. This usually occurs when a tornado or storm front passes over water and picks up the storm. The average waterspout actually forms from the water up to the sky, and rarely does it touch the actual clouds causing it. It is usually caused by the winds that are brought by the clouds. These can be very dangerous as per the fact that they cause whirlpools and changes in the air current. Therefore, flying and sailing around these is not recommended. Number 10. Supercell. A supercell is a type of thunderstorm that is accompanied by mesocyclone or an upward cycling cyclone. Some people would call a supercell a rotating thunderstorm, and that it would actually be a very accurate description. Low precipitation supercells tend to form over deserts and plains, while high precipitation supercells are found in more tropical climates. These massive storms can be very dangerous, and they practically rip across the lands where they make landfall. Number 9. Volcanic lightning. Volcanic lightning is a breathtaking and very destructive part of nature that occurs when a volcano is letting loose the lava that is held within it. Another name for this occurrence is a dirty thunderstorm. This is caused when dust, ash, and ice particles are thrown into the air together and they make a static current, usually a huge one. Then lightning shoots out the ash plume and you get this stunning effect of electrical fire rain. Number 8. Sailing stones. These sailing stones are a rare occurrence that takes some very specific conditions to cause. A rock sitting on a flat valley floor will fill up with water because these rocks are porous. These rocks are actually pushed by ice that forms on the floor of the playa. This ice is moved by the wind, and the ice pushes the rock rather quickly. For a long time, no one could explain why or how these rocks were moving. At first, people thought it was animals, and when that was disproven, people thought it was other people. However, that was not true either, and finally, science came up with a true answer. Nature pushes these rocks. Number 7. Colored mountains. The colored mountains in China are an excellent symbol of beauty in our world. These mountains flow with color and vibrancy that is not seen in many places on our planet. These mountains were made from sandstone, and it is exceptionally rare for a geological formation to come up with this sort of coloration. It is a result of overlapping colors of sandstone being pushed together for millions of years. Number 6. Australian Pink Lake. This pink lake is an amazing occurrence that is located on the coast of Australia. It is not always pink, but when the conditions are right, the algae and brine shrimp in the lake begin to turn red, which actually turns the lake pink. The salt level in the lake has to be very high for this to occur, but it does occur quite regularly. This lake is a wonder of nature with amazing properties that are not common in most of the natural world. Number 5. Spotted Lake. The Spotted Lake is an alkaline lake located in Canada. It has a strange look to it, with large multicolored discs seemingly forming on its surface. However, they are actually not on the surface. In fact, this is what the lake looks like when parts of it are dried up. The alkaline mixed with the mineral concentrations cause the lake to be very easily evaporable and refillable. So when the weather is right, big holes evaporate out of the lake, leaving these spots. The colors are a result of various minerals present in the lake. Number 4. The Door to Hell. The door to hell is a result of a natural phenomenon, but it is not a natural occurrence itself. It is located on a natural gas field in Turkmenistan, and in 1971, this section of it collapsed. The scientists who were studying at the time were a bit too careless, and to be blunt about it, they set it on fire. This fire pit has been burning for over 40 years now, making it the longest burning fire in recorded history for quite a long time. The chances are that this fire will be burning for many years to come. Number 3. Giant Opal. In this image, you see the world's largest opal that has ever been found. Opals are exceedingly rare gems that are found only in very specific parts of the world. One of these locations is the state of Nevada, where the world's only known concentration of black opals reside. This opal is massive, and it's nearly 55,000 carats in size. Its value is estimated to be over $1 million. It's certainly a rare and beautiful occurrence in nature. Number 2. Bioluminescence. Bioluminescence is a rarely seen but commonly occurring thing in our world. The reason we rarely see it is because it occurs in the ocean. However, sometimes it washes up to the shore where we can observe it close in detail. It is primarily the emission of light by an organism. The organism that causes this most frequently is the Vibrio bacteria and certain types of plankton. This creates a vibrant and blue glow that lights up the night with a heavenly aurora of a sea. There are other animals that are capable of bioluminescence. A good example of these would be fireflies. For a very long time, people could not accurately explain what these glowing lights were that came from the sea and washed up on the shore. Eventually, someone decided to fish one of these little twinkles out of the water. We discovered something about our world that is truly fascinating. And number 1, Aurora Borealis. Most people have heard of the Northern Lights, and a large number of people have seen them as well. The Aurora Borealis is caused by radiation at the poles of our planet. The concentration of this radiation in our atmosphere can be attributed to magnetic poles of our planet, and most people do not know this, but they are very deadly. If you were to walk directly through the Northern Lights, you would die very quickly of painful radiation poisoning. Despite this, they are a beautiful occurrence in our world, and we have been admiring them since the dawn of man. Some people have viewed them as the heavens, while others have viewed them as scientific phenomena. Regardless of how you view them, they are unquestionably beautiful. Like everything else on this list, they are unique and rare occurrences that can only be observed with fascination and awe.